Today, President Donald Trump told Walmart to, quote, eat the cost of rising tariffs so they can keep prices low for consumers.
From Walmart here, its CEO saying they just can't absorb all the higher prices from tariffs, even with these lower tariff prices. Given the magnitude of the tariffs, we aren't able to absorb all the pressure.
The clash between Donald Trump and Walmart has sparked a heated debate over tariffs, rising prices, and job security. Trump called out the retail giant on Truth Social, accusing it of using tariffs as an excuse to raise prices instead of absorbing the cost. Walmart fired back, announcing it would hike prices on essentials like electronics and food starting in June, saying import taxes have become unsustainable. At the heart of this standoff lies a key question: will corporations or consumers bear the cost? It all began with a May 17th post from Trump on Truth Social, where he slammed Walmart for blaming tariffs and urged the company to stop trying to blame tariffs and cover the cost itself. His comments quickly drew national attention, sparking debate about who really shoulders the impact of trade policy, companies or shoppers. Trump framed Walmart as a greedy corporation passing costs to American families, using the moment to push his economic nationalism agenda. But tariffs aren't so simple. They're taxes paid by U.S. importers, not foreign sellers. For a company like Walmart, which sources about 60% of its goods from overseas, mostly China, tariffs significantly raise operational costs. Even after a reduced tariff rate of 30%, the burden remains steep. With razor-thin margins of just 4 to 5%, absorbing that cost could seriously harm Walmart's bottom line. On May 18th, Walmart responded, explaining that it could no longer shield consumers from the rising cost of imported goods. CEO Doug McMillon said the company had held the line on prices for months, but could no longer absorb the full impact. Starting late May, shoppers will see higher prices on a wide range of items: electronics, toys, bananas, avocados, and coffee. The company called the move necessary, not political. Trump's demand ignored the economic reality. Walmart pays these taxes when goods enter the country. Passing the cost to consumers helps it stay afloat. If the company absorbed all of it, it could suffer major losses and even risk cutting jobs or services. Other retailers like Target and Best Buy are facing the same issue and are also warning of price hikes. This isn't just about one company. It reflects a bigger shift in the U.S. economy. Trump's tariffs are meant to protect American industry, but consumers are feeling the sting at the checkout line. Meanwhile, the markets are jittery, and shares of big-box retailers have dipped. The broader question: can companies built on global supply chains survive in a tariff-heavy environment? Walmart's low-price model relies on affordable global imports. But with rising political pressure and trade barriers, that model is under threat. The Trump-Walmart dispute reveals a deep disconnect between political messaging and the economic mechanics driving retail in America. Trump's criticism of Walmart taps into public frustration over rising prices but overlooks deeper economic forces. Tariffs are designed to raise import costs, leaving retailers like Walmart to either absorb the blow or raise prices. Their decision to increase prices highlights a harsh reality: trade policies impact everyday Americans. This conflict isn't just about Walmart, it affects millions who rely on its low prices. As costs climb, families feel the squeeze, turning a political dispute into a daily struggle. The Walmart-Trump clash reflects a bigger issue: balancing bold trade moves with the realities of a connected, global economy. On May 21, 2025, Walmart announced it would cut 1,500 jobs, mostly in tech and supply chain departments. While it may seem like a cost-cutting move due to tariffs and inflation, it's actually part of a broader strategy. Walmart is restructuring to stay agile in an unpredictable market. The job cuts aim to simplify operations, cutting redundancies and shifting talent to key hubs like Bentonville and Seattle. The goal is a leaner, faster, and more flexible company that can better handle economic shifts and capitalize on new opportunities. Targeting tech and supply chain roles is telling. These areas are crucial to Walmart's operations, managing inventory, tracking consumer trends, and integrating automation. Cutting here doesn't mean abandoning innovation, it means refining it. Walmart wants to streamline decision-making and reduce internal roadblocks. This move echoes changes across retail. Traditional, top-heavy models are giving way to nimble, data-driven systems. Retailers must quickly adapt to global disruptions and shifting customer habits. Walmart's approach, centralizing key functions and speeding up operations, helps it stay competitive. Despite layoffs, Walmart is also creating new jobs focused on automation, supply chain analytics, and online order fulfillment. It's not shrinking its workforce but reshaping it. The strategy is forward-looking, cutting costs while investing in growth areas, especially in e-commerce and tech. Walmart's shift goes beyond short-term financial pressures. It's responding to a mix of rising tariffs, inflation, and digital disruption. This isn't just about surviving today, it's about building resilience for the future. Still, the human impact is real. Losing 1,500 jobs affects workers and their families, especially in communities where Walmart is a major employer. While new roles are coming, not everyone will transition easily. This highlights the ongoing challenge for big companies, pushing forward while supporting the people they leave behind. Walmart's recent moves reveal the shifting landscape of global retail. As one of the largest employers in the world, its decisions have far-reaching impact. By focusing on automation and e-commerce, Walmart is adapting to a tech-driven future that could reduce traditional retail jobs while increasing demand for tech skills. For policymakers and communities, it's a signal to invest in workforce training for the evolving economy. On May 21st, Walmart took a bold step. More than reacting to outside pressure, the company is actively reshaping its operations to remain competitive. Streamlining processes and embracing innovation shows that even retail giants must evolve to survive a rapidly changing world. Rising tariffs have become a heavy burden for U.S. retailers, especially for Walmart, which operates on slim 4 to 5% profit margins. These import taxes leave little room to absorb rising costs, forcing businesses to either raise prices or cut expenses elsewhere, such as staffing or maintenance. Morgan Stanley warns that the company's low-price model may not be sustainable without major changes. The problem starts at the border. Tariffs are paid by U.S. importers, not foreign exporters. Each shipment from overseas comes with added costs that quickly add up. Most retailers pass these costs to consumers, driving up prices on everyday items. As a result, store shelves reflect not just inflation, but the impact of trade policy. Contrary to popular belief, tariffs don't just hurt foreign manufacturers. They hit American families hard. Groceries, clothes, and household goods cost more, stretching already tight budgets. Yale's Budget Lab estimates tariffs add around $2,800 to the average U.S. household's annual expenses, forcing families to cut back on essentials and non-essentials alike. And it's not just Walmart feeling the pressure. Other major retailers like Target, Amazon, and Best Buy have voiced concerns. Walmart even declined to forecast second-quarter profits, citing tariff uncertainty, a move that spooked investors and caused retail stock prices to fall. Caught between rising costs and unpredictable trade rules, retailers are revising supply chains and order volumes. Some are cutting back on tariff-heavy goods, while others seek domestic suppliers to minimize losses. These changes disrupt the flow of products and add stress to an already fragile retail system. Shoppers, meanwhile, are adjusting. With prices climbing, many now choose store brands over name brands and delay big purchases like furniture or electronics. Morgan Stanley says this cautious consumer behavior is not a short-term blip. It signals deeper financial anxiety that could persist even if prices stabilize. Retailers are trying to respond with discounts and loyalty programs, but these only offer temporary relief. Others reduce inventory of costly imports, but that risks disappointing shoppers looking for variety. For Walmart, known for its vast selection, balancing cost control with customer satisfaction is critical. Tariffs were intended to protect American industries, but their real-world effect has been higher consumer prices. This isn't just a retail problem, it affects the entire economy. With less disposable income, families are cutting back on dining, travel, and other spending, which could slow economic growth overall. Faced with these challenges, many retailers are delaying investments in store upgrades or digital systems, focusing instead on survival. This cautious stance may hinder innovation and long-term competitiveness, signaling a troubling slowdown in one of America's key industries. The gap between trade policy goals and actual outcomes is growing. While tariffs aim to revive local manufacturing, the immediate result has been higher costs for businesses and consumers alike. As lawmakers debate next steps, the effects are felt in every store aisle and financial report. This is more than a policy dispute, it's a growing crisis reshaping everyday life. From empty shelves to higher prices, the ripple effects of trade decisions are forcing hard choices at home. The Trump-Walmart standoff raises urgent questions. Can policy support consumers while encouraging domestic growth? Will retailers adapt without passing costs to shoppers? For now, millions of Americans are feeling the squeeze. This moment calls for thoughtful leadership and swift action, because the cost of inaction is already adding up at the register.